the aftermath of a hurricane, living without power for a long period of time can be a huge challenge. Back in 2017, Hurricane Irma knocked out power to more than 6 million people across the state, some without power for more than a week. Meteorologist Julie Durda is in Hollywood with a closer look. Julie, it just goes to show how important a generator can be.
Thanks, Betty. We're here at the Generator Super Center in Hollywood. We're finding out why generators are so popular right now, mainly because of the pandemic. What can you get for your home for hurricane season? Isaac, tell me about the generators that you guys sell here.
Standby generators are on hold, waiting until the moment that you have a power outage. And right when you have a power outage, boom, they turn on.
Power goes down, it powers up.
There are 22s and 18s here.
Home manager Isaac Marenfeld showed us generators that could be a good fit for your home.
Most of the homes in South Florida, like 90% of them, will use generators ranging between 18 kilowatts and 24 kilowatts. Your average home in Florida is going to have a consumption of about 6 to 7 kilowatts per hour.
Standby generators require permits and installation. Only of the generator, but possibly these huge propane tanks that help keep the power running. Cost begins at $13,000.
Most of the homes in South Florida don't have natural gas, and therefore they require a propane upgrade, which involves bringing a large tank and burying it underground or having it above ground, so it will give you enough fuel to have power for 7 to 10 days.
Marenfeld says what used to take between a month and 3 months is taking longer. Downs and working from home only increased demand.
We have been without power for 60 hours now.
And there was a power grid outage in Texas. Says, including the permitting process, it could take 6 to 7 months before installation.
Generators were perceived as a luxury item or as an emergency item. I think right now they're perceived as a necessity.
You have to just determine what size you need for your house.
Lyons with the Home Depot says if you're buying a portable generator, it'll range from $100 for a small one to $1,000 for a larger one.
The different models, anywhere from inverters at 2,300 watts all the way up to 6,500 watts. Probably a single family home for minimal things in the home to run would probably be a minimum of 6,500. Maybe 8,000, somewhere in there, depending on how many things you're actually going to run.
If you're buying one of these, make sure you stock up on plenty of oil and have the necessary equipment. Also important to have spare items like air filters and a fuel stabilizer on hand.
If we are in a storm and it's running a lot, if one of those have to be changed, you need to have it on hand because you're not going to get out to get it.
Remember, basic safety.
At least 20 feet from the house, preferably with the exhaust facing away from any openings on the house so that you don't get carbon monoxide.
At the end of the day, you have to do what's best for you and your budget. But most importantly, make a plan. Hurricane season is right around the corner and we want you to be prepared.